Traumatized by the wars that ravaged their country and the hardship of refugee camps that gave them solace for a while, fate would take these South Sudanese models on a journey to the Western world, where they found success in the fashion industry as world-class models. In this video, we bring you 15 world-famous models from South Sudan. At number 1 is Aket Bio. Born on the 25th of December 1999, is a South Sudanese Australian model. Aket made her Fashion Week runway debut as an exclusive in the St. Lawrence 2017 show. In 2018, she was chosen as Model of the Year by Models.com, an honor which was repeated the following year. Aket was born in South Sudan, which was formerly part of Sudan, but she was raised at Kakuma in Kenya. At the age of 7, she and her mother moved from Kenya to Australia as South Sudanese refugees. In Australia, Aket started bearing the name Mary because Australian teachers couldn't pronounce her original name. Aket was introduced to the fashion industry by her family. She started her modeling career at the age of 16. Aket is currently ranked in the top 50 on Models.com. She has worked with some of the biggest names in European fashion and has been featured in some of the world-leading fashion magazines. At number 2 is Grace Bold. Grace Bold, who was born on the 1st of January 1990, is a South Sudanese fashion model, best known for working in the Victoria's Secret fashion show in 2017 and 2018. Her modeling career started at the age of 19 when she moved to New York after being scouted in her local mall in Kansas City, Missouri. Her first breakthrough would be when she signed with major model agency and worked the Givenchy, Maison Martin Margiela and Vivienne Westwood shows in Paris in 2011. Since then, she has made appearances in other bigger shows as well as appearing in a number of leading magazines. At number 3 is Ahu Deng. Ahu Deng Kudum is a beauty queen and fashion model from South Sudan. She won the title of Miss Earth South Sudan 2009 at the annual beauty pageant organized by South Sudan's Ministry of Tourism and Beauties of Africa Incorporated. Ahu Deng was born on the 28th of November 1986 in Itang, Ethiopian district, which was a South Sudanese rebel camp. Ahu speaks 5 different languages including English, Swahili, and a little bit of Arabic. At age 15, Ahu dropped out of high school after she was forced into early marriage whilst living in Kakuma refugee camp in northern Kenya. She is the eldest of 4 girls raised by a single mother. Her father, General Deng Kudum, was killed in 8th of April 1992 when he led a Sudan People Liberation Army rebel attack on Juba, Sudan. Ahu, who stands 6 feet 5 inches or 1.95 meters tall, remains the tallest documented beauty queen ever to take part in any Grand Slam and any beauty pageant for that matter. Her feat was submitted to the Guinness World Records for inclusion and certification as the world's tallest beauty queen. She started the Miss South Sudan Foundation in 2011 to advocate women's causes and to speak against child marriage, of which she is a victim. She is also an entrepreneur. At number 4 is Nyasia Gatwek. Nyasia Gatwek is an American model of South Sudanese descent. She was born on the 27th of January 1993 in Gambela, Ethiopia. She is famous for her dark skin color and has achieved significant popularity on Instagram. Nyasia Gatwek's parents lived in Maiwut, South Sudan, before they fled the South Sudanese civil war to Ethiopia, where Nyakim was born. From there, they migrated to Kenya, where they lived in refugee camps. When she was 14 years old, they migrated to the United States. She considered a career in modeling after taking part in the fashion show at St. Cloud State University. Gatwick is known for her naturally dark skin color and has been nicknamed the Queen of the Dark. Gatwick has faced self-esteem issues and comments from people who promote bleaching to lighten skin color, but has learned to embrace her beauty and pigmentation with love and support from her fans. At number 5 is Chanel Nyasia. Chanel Nyasia, born in 1997, is an Ethiopian-born South Sudanese fashion model. At age 9, she moved to Juba, South Sudan, and at 13, she moved to Nairobi, Kenya. Nyasia modeled locally in Kenya before being discovered. She made her Fashion Week runway debut during the 2017 season, working for Miu Miu, Rick Owens, and Armani. She has also appeared in top fashion brand advertisements. She currently ranks on the hot list by models.com. British Vogue listed her as one of the top models of London Fashion Week. At number 6 is Nuka Paul. Nuka Paul is a South Sudanese fashion model. Paul was born in South Sudan. Owing to civil conflict, Paul escaped with her family to Ethiopia, where she grew up as a refugee. In 1998, Paul moved to the United States at the age of 14 and lived in Nebraska. Based in New York, Paul has modeled for Vivienne Westwood, Rick Owens, Louis Vuitton, and Balenciaga. At number 7 is Dookie Thought. Dookie Thought is an Australian model. She was born in Australia on the 23rd of October 1995. Her mother was pregnant with her when they left South Sudan due to civil war. In Melbourne, her classmates and teachers at school weren't able to pronounce her birth name, Nyadak. This led to Thought going by the nickname Dookie, which she prefers to go by as a model. She attended Maranatha Christian School and graduated in 2013. Thought was introduced to the modeling industry by her model and YouTube star sister, Nikki Perkins. From there, Thought became inspired to audition for Cycle 8 of Australia's Next Top Model in 2013, where she finished 3rd. She would later move to United States, where she worked in the Yeezy Spring Summer 2017 show, which was her first international catwalk show. She is best known for being a face of Fenty Beauty, as well as playing the lead role in Alice in Wonderland-inspired 2018 Pirelli calendar. Thought has been given the nickname of Black Barbie, a name she is proud of but feels she's maybe not perfect enough for. At number 8 is ANOK Yai. ANOK Yai is an American fashion model of South Sudanese heritage. She was born on the 20th of December 1997. She is the second black model after Naomi Campbell and the first South Sudanese woman to open a Prada show. Yai currently ranks as one of the top 50 models by models.com. Yai was born in Cairo, but her family moved to Manchester, New Hampshire when she was 2. She graduated from Manchester High School West and attends Plymouth State University studying biochemistry, intending to become a doctor. Yai was discovered in October 2017 by a professional photographer who took her picture during Howard University's homecoming week. He posted the picture on Instagram, accruing over 20,000 likes, and modeling agencies, including IMG Models, asked to get in touch with her. She eventually chose to sign with Next Model Management, who had called her daily for several weeks. At number 9 is Koth. Koth is a South Sudanese American model and actress, best known for her role in The Good Lie, a 2014 drama film portraying 4 child refugees from war-torn Sudan. Will was born in a refugee camp in Atong, Ethiopia. She spent her early life moving between Nyasia in South Sudan, where her father was a doctor, and Gambela in Ethiopia. Her father died when she was 5. When Will was about 8 years old, she and her mother immigrated to the United States in 1998 and settled in Faribault, Minnesota. She was a psychology student at Augsburg College when she applied to act in The Good Lie. After graduation, she moved to Los Angeles, where she currently works as a model. At number 10 is Alec Wick. Alec Wick is a South Sudanese British model and designer who was born on the 16th of April 1977. She began her fashion career in 1995 at the age of 18. She is from the Dinka ethnic group in South Sudan, but fled to Britain in 1991 to escape the civil war in South Sudan. In 2015, she was listed as one of BBC's 100 women. After arriving in London at age 14, she enrolled in the London College of Fashion and studied fashion business and technology. Alec was discovered by a Models One scout at an outdoor market in 1995 in Crystal Palace, London. She would later appear in music video for Golden Eye by Tina Turner that year. Shortly after she began fashion modeling, she was named the Model of the Year in 1997 by MTV. In 2002, she made her acting debut in The Four Feathers as South Sudanese princess Ade-Chuol. Alec also designs a range of designer handbags called Wick 1933. The name refers to the year her father was born, and the inspiration for the designs came from the brass clasp briefcase carried by her father. Since 2002, Alec has been an advisor to the U.S. Committee for Refugee Advisory Council, which helps to raise awareness about the situation in Sudan as well as the plight of refugees worldwide. She is a missionary of World Vision, an organization which combats AIDS, an ambassador for Doctors Without Borders in Sudan, and devotes time to UNICEF. In 2007, she released an autobiography titled Alec, From South Sudan Refugee to International Supermodel, documenting her journey from a childhood of poverty in Sudan to the catwalks of Europe. In 2011, she appeared as a guest judge in the 16th cycle of America's Next Top Model. She is the aunt of runway model Ahu Deng. At number 11 is Ahu Deng. Ahu Deng Hopkins is a Sudanese American model who began her fashion career at the age of 17 in 2008. The niece of Alec Wick was born on the 3rd of November 1991. She began her career linked to her more famous aunt, though her youth quickly became the aspect that the media focused on. She is from the Dinka people of South Sudan. In 2004, at the age of 12, she left for San Antonio, Texas, just 1 year before the Second Sudanese Civil War came to an end. 4 years later, she signed to Trump Modeling Agency and moved to New York. Deng is best friends with Australian Sudanese model Ajak Deng, who has been sometimes mistakenly described as her sister. Deng was reported missing on the 8th of August 2014, but 10 days later, she was found in a New York hospital. Deng has modeled for big names in the fashion industry and has been featured by prominent publications. At number 12 is Ajak Deng. Ajak Deng is an Australian fashion model. She was born on the 7th of December 1989 in South Sudan. Due to civil war in South Sudan, her family became refugees in Kenya before moving to Melbourne, Australia in 2005. After the age of 11, the Australian government accepted her after her mother died of malaria. She has 7 siblings. Her first international modeling jobs included an advertisement for United Colors of Benetton and she has done fashion gigs with some of the leading names in European fashion. She has also modeled for Calvin Klein, Levi's, Louis Vuitton, amongst others. Deng briefly quit modeling in 2016. Since 2018, she has been one of the faces of Fenty Beauty. At number 13 is Nova Stevens. Nova Stevens was born Nyasia on the 25th of May 1994. She is a Canadian model, activist, and beauty pageant title holder who was crowned Miss Universe Canada 2020. She would go on to represent Canada at Miss Universe 2020, making her the first woman of South Sudanese origin to compete at the pageant. Stevens was born in Kenya to South Sudanese parents fleeing the Second Civil War. When she was 6 years old, the family sent her to Canada to have a better life. Her parents and siblings later settled in Ethiopia. Stevens grew up with various relatives in Alberta and Ontario. At age 16, she moved to New York City and began working as a professional model. In 2014, she moved to Vancouver to continue her modeling career and also ventured into acting. Stevens is a spokesperson for the non-profit organization Keep Six, which provides assistance to underprivileged youth wrongly accused of criminal activity. At number 14 is Awang AdeCho. Awang AdeCho is a South Sudanese Australian model, actress, and artist. Chol was born in the Kakuma refugee camp in Kenya after her family fled the Second Sudanese Civil War. They moved to Australia when Chol was 7 years old. Her father was a child soldier in the First Sudanese Civil War and also fought in the Second, but died as a result of an infected gunshot wound in 2013. In 2017, while working at McDonald's in Sydney at the age of 18, Chol was noticed by an agent from Chadwick Models. She signed with the organization and began her career as a model. She has since modeled for Fenty and Payamos, amongst others. In 2020, Chol featured in Beyoncé's musical film and virtual album, Black is King. This year, 2021, Chol is expected to graduate from the University of New England, where she is studying law and psychological sciences. She hopes to use her law degree to help marginalized people and would like to found a mental health center in South Sudan. Chol also takes acting classes and is aiming to become an actress. Chol was listed in OK Africa's 100 Women in 2019. At number 15 is Atong De Mach. Atong De Mach is a South Sudanese businesswoman and beauty queen. She won the Miss World South Sudan 2011 title and was later crowned as Miss World Africa and Miss World third runner-up in Ordos, China. The South Sudanese queen is the first representative of South Sudan to Miss World and first to win the title of Miss World Africa. She now works as the government of South Sudan's ambassador for culture and public relations advisor to the government of Japan. De Mach was born in the capital of Upper Nile State, Malakal, and moved to Khartoum in her early childhood. She is the youngest child of the late Ajak Deng. Her father was a powerful politician in South Sudan. Being the daughter of a politician, she grew up understanding the struggle of the people of South Sudan. Like many other South Sudanese, she went through a tough childhood and experienced the war. In 2013, she was named as brand ambassador for ZTE, a Chinese multinational telecommunications equipment and systems company. De Mach is the owner of De Mach Production, which produce and organize beauties of South Sudan. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe now before leaving.